Canto 5. Descending to the second ledge of hell, a smaller circle of intenser pain, I heard again the sound of sorrowing. Here, demon Minos, with his dragon tail, grins as he passes judgment on the dead, then sends them down to their due punishment. Each ghost before him gibbers out his crimes. Then the times he winds his tail around himself show to which depths the wicked ghost must go. Hell has 10 rings. The demon's tail is long. The throngs of souls ceaselessly pouring in are never slow in blurting out their sins. Then hurl themselves down through appalling space into the right ledge of the hellish pit that is forever now their dwelling place. "You have no place here!" Minos bawled at me, seeing that we did not pause when we walked straight through, not stopping to be judged. "Take care! Beware! Hell's door is not kept wide for you." "Minos," my guide replied, "force is too high for you to know. Insist this man may go unhurt through every door there is in hell. Our business is not yours, and so farewell." New sounds of lamentation reached my ear, a rushing tumult, mixed with howling yells. We entered darkness, darkness bellowing, like ocean tempests combating together. A hurricane of ghosts went wailing past, under the lofty cliff that was their coast. I saw lost souls tossed, spinning in the blast, and buffeted again, against the granite wall that penned them in. I knew this endless storm of sorry souls must be the just and proper doom of all who sin, because their overwhelming lust quelled reason's light. A rock slide in the cliff had formed the gap where we came through. Seeing us, the storm of fleeing, yelling ghosts blasphemed much louder, wheeling like starlings in their flight, screaming onwards like cranes hopeless of rest or lesser pains. "Master," I cried, "name some so mercilessly whipped by this dark air." He said, "There's one whose history you know, wife of a king, who made her empress queen of all the lands now ruled by the Sultan. Her sexual appetites were so obscene, she legalized all kinds of viciousness. Her name is Samaradius. Dido there swore she would only wed one man. Him dead, she took instead another mate, and then committed suicide when he escaped. Helen of Troy, so opportunely raped, Cleopatra, whose expertise in love was legend, see to the many men, Paris, Achilles, Tristane, Lancelot. He pointed out so many souls condemned for fleshly lust. It filled me with dismay to see such noble people led astray by love that ought to be our greatest joy. "Poet," I said, "let me talk with that pair who seem more gently carried by the air." Said he, "If they come near enough to hear, invite them by the love they clearly share." The wind now tossed them close. "O harried souls," I cried, "if none forbid, please speak to me." Like homing doves they glided to my side. One said, "Dear, good, and kindly living soul, who frees us briefly from our storm-tossed state, if we could pray, we'd pray that you find rest, that blessed rest that cannot be our fate. The only way to show our gratitude for these few moments out of whirling hell is telling you all that you wish to know. My birthplace was a town where River Po enters the sea. I married lovelessly a hard old man. His brother at my side, whom I still love, had youth and gentleness. As he enjoyed my body, we were found and slain. The killer's place in hell will be among the murderers who followed Cain." Sighing, I bowed my head. My guide inquired, "What distresses you?" "Sorrow for youth, and what befalls youth's sweetness," I replied. "Francesca, please believe I pity you, but tell me what occurred that led you to that deed which you knew was sin." "Worst grief," she said, "is happiness recalled in misery. Your master knows this well, and if you need to understand, I'll tell as you command. To pass an idle hour one afternoon, we chanced to read of how Sir Launcelot was overcome by love of Guinevere. This youth, who shall never depart from me, trembling all over, dared to kiss my mouth. That book seduced us. There is no more to say, except, of course, that we read no more that day." She wept. The other spirit wept, me as well. The three of us shed tears without restraint, because I could not give them any help. I clutched my head and fell down in a faint.